We are back on Countdown to Kickoff, CBS 4 Sports look at the upcoming Rio Grande Valley High School football season. I am Sports Director Clay Williams, with me Sports Reporter Joe Bowling. Joe, let's take a look at District 31 6A. Very interesting. All the PSJA schools, all the Edinburgh schools together for an 8-team district. 3 teams moving up from 5A to 6A. That would be Edinburgh Vella, PSJA, and PSJA Southwest. Let's take a look.
District 31 6A.
Yes, we know we've qualified for the playoffs 3 out of the last 5 years, but one thing has, still escapes us, and that's a championship trophy in some form or fashion, and that's going to, provide that chip on our shoulder that we rely on all the time.
The Economedes Jaguars are ready to take that next step from good to great, and while the Jags defense will be a big part of that, new quarterback Roger Delgadillo will use an experienced receiver core to grab a title as well.
We have a lot of slot receivers and wide receivers. The quarterback trusts, and they got very good hands.
We got a new coaching staff, and they're all former Bobcats, so they're trying to bring back the tradition and stuff. So that's something big that we're trying to bring back.
Once a Bobcat, always a Bobcat is the mantra of new EHS head coach and Bobcat alum J.J. Leha, who has peppered his staff with other Edinburgh grads. It's all about reestablishing the culture.
We talk about pride every day, and the Bobcat tradition. I've explained to them that everybody thinks that we're going to be a pushover, but as you know, every underdog's dangerous.
We're further ahead than we were last year, thank goodness. Still a work in progress, just the way it will be in Week 10. We're going to keep working to improve every week.
The Cougars are still looking to fill some holes, but overall it's an experienced group trying to lead North back to the playoffs, where they would have been in 2015 if not for a Week 11 loss to Economedes that still stings.
The taste of losing the last game last season, that's been with me all summer, that's been driving me, and I think that's going to drive this team to winning every game this season.
We know we have a daunting task in front of us. We lost a large group of seniors last year, and these young men have accepted it with the challenge full force.
PSJ Memorial breaking in a new quarterback, Orlando Solis, as well as plenty of other positions. The Wolverines will be young on both sides of the ball, but the hope is by the time district comes around, they will be hitting their stride.
Winning our home games will be very, very important. Winning the Tri-City Championship is going to be very important to us. And if we can take care of some of those games right there, that can give us a chance to make it to the playoffs.
With Trey, Trey back there getting the ball out there, it's kind of motivation. He's really helping out my senior year, and as a freshman, he stepped in and he took charge, and coming back as a sophomore, he just even better. He runs the offense and he's real confident.
Bears quarterback Trey Guajardo was thrown into the fire as a freshman in 2015, starting the final 5 games of a 1-9 season. That crucible pays dividends for PSJ now, but the coach still looking to get him protection.
We've got to improve up front on both the offensive line and the defensive line. I feel like if we can start holding our own there, we're going to be in a lot more ball games, and we're getting ourselves a better chance to win.
We've been so pleased with these guys. Everything we went over in the spring, the first 2 days, it was already second nature to them. They're having some fun. They're running around like crazy people out here.
There's a lot of change in intensity since Coach Coffin's been here. I mean, the intensity levels skyrocketed through the roof.
Bringing the swagger back is the goal for new Raiders coach Marcus Kaufman and his staff, and establishing Far North as a smash-mouth football team once again is how he's doing it. Can the Silver and Black take the next step this fall?
We want to bring back the old tradition that PSJ North had, winning district titles, going 3 rounds deep, competing against teams that aren't from here.
Our defense is ahead of the offense right now. They're playing well. We got good size, good speed, and we got about 5-6 back. They played a lot last year.
The Javelinas defense already looking good in scrimmages against Martin and Hidalgo. Will that translate to the regular season? One senior says he knows the secret to success.
This year we all go out together. We talk about football. We talk about the upcoming team. We watch film together. So, it's just teamwork that we really need.
Our fall camp is great. We're having a great time, having a lot of fun, but having a lot of learning too. We have a lot of things we have to step up in. We have big shoes to fill, but we got big feet too.
Those big feet have beaten a trail to success at Edinburgh Vella, but it's a trail many of the new starters at SABERCAT Nation have yet to walk. In 2016, the linemen say they are responsible for leading the way.
With the linemen, we lead together with ourselves, and we help lead for the team.
We're taught, the next one is the biggest one. That's what we're taught. That's how we live. We're SABERCATS.
District 31 6A.
So there you have it. It is a family affair. PSJA and Edinburgh, those 2 school districts making up all 8 teams of District 31 6A. Joe, how do you see it playing out?
Well, I see easy bus trips. Doesn't take long to get to your games versus some of those Laredo districts. But, Clay, spring ball and all through our preseason, everyone's talking about Vela, except Vela. Vela's talking playoffs, 4th round, 5th round. They're not even looking at these teams. So I see this district, everyone looking for their Super Bowl to be Vela, Vela looking to say, we're a program looking for deeper runs in the playoffs.
Edinburgh Vela has lost a lot. They are moving up from 5A to 6A. I don't see Vela winning this district. I see them going to the playoffs, but I do not see them winning this district because there are some really tough teams in this district, including one with a brand new coach. But Joe, let's get to your picks first. Who makes the playoffs in your opinion?
And I don't mind saying who I think is going to win the district, because I think Edinburgh North is poised and talented enough to win this district. It's going to be a war with Vela, but they're going to get it done. Economides, you're not a Cinderella this team. You're in because you're that deep, you're that tough, and you're that talented. PSJA North is going to be the PSJA team that comes out of that much. And Vela, of course, is in.
All right. Well, you and I agree on the champion from this district because I, too, have Edinburgh North winning this district. They are so deep, so strong, and a great quarterback in Christian Espinoza, who's definitely a D1 candidate. I've got PSJA North coming in second under their new coach, Marcus Kaufman, who has the Raiders looking like the Raiders of old. I've got Edinburgh Vela coming in third, and my dark horse, who's I've got actually making it into the playoffs, PSJA. I've got the Bears making it back into the playoffs under Steve Marroquin after a horrible year last year. They look talented. They look much different than last year. I've got Economides missing the playoffs, but I've got them in as a dark horse. They could easily be that 4th team going in. So that's our look at District 31 6A. When we come back, we're going to wrap it all up and look at the season overall, tell you who we think will maybe go deepest in the playoffs. Who will be playing in Thanksgiving when we come back.
Get that.